Hi, and welcome to week 2. You found week 2 because you went to the table of contents and clicked on the weekly modules and found week 2. The description for this week is that you evaluate artistic quality and picture book quality. You're going to learn about Children's Literature Awards and discuss the Caldecott book in your literacy circle. You're going to click on the week 2 below to see the work that needs to be completed this week. So I'm going to click on that right now. You're seeing the instructor's view because I have the student view hidden until this evening. So but you'll be able to still see what you need to do. So you're viewing the video. That's the first activity. This is for you have a better understanding of my expectations of what you're to complete this week. Again, everything will be in this Dropbox. You'll post all your work in this Dropbox. The second is to write an objective. We write instructional objectives in our lesson plans. Even though we're not actually creating a lesson plan in this course, you are going to write a lesson sketch that does require you to write an objective, an instructional objective based on an activity you're picking for the books you're reading in Literacy Circle. So I'm going to give you an example. So first of all, before I give you the example, what I want you to know is that the way I want you to write our objectives is pretty simple, but it's in a very structured way. It's called the ABCD format. Here is the video for it. And if you go to the Objective and Lesson Plans module, you'll find an article in there about writing objectives in ABCD. Now you say, where is that lesson plan and objectives folder? That's in the table of contents on the same page that you went to click on the learning modules to get to this week. So you need to go back there, and you can do that very easily by going up here to the small table of contents and clicking here, or you can click on content here. Either one of those menus will take you back to the table of contents where you'll find the folder that has more things in it than just the objectives. But you can see the folder for writing objectives and lesson plans. But view this video, read the article that's in the objective and lesson plans folder. And here is my example after you have done that. I'm picking the book, It's Okay to Be Different. It's by Todd Parr, and what I want the kids to do after I read that book to them is that they're going to draw a picture of themselves and show how they are different from one another. So my objective is right here. It's written ABDC format, and it says, after reading the book, It's Okay to Be Different, the student will be able to draw independently one way she, he, or they may be different from another student. I can identify the ABCD format of the objective as. You don't have to write this part out here that I did, but what I want you to do is to go through your objective to make sure you have all the parts, A, B, C, D. So my A, who's my audience? A is audience. That's my student who'll be able to. What's the behavior? What are they going to do? They're going to draw. They're going to draw themselves. They're going to draw how they're different from one another. When will they do this, or what will be the conditions? What will the tools they need after reading the book? It's okay to be different. All right. I didn't go back to tell you the draw. You have to make sure that your behavior is observable and measurable. Can you see someone drawing? Yes. Can you hear somebody verbally explain? Yes. Can you see somebody understanding? Not when you don't know, you can't see understanding, but you can see how a student understands something if they're explaining, or if they're drawing, or if they're writing. So you need to use one of those action verbs for your behavior. My condition again is the tools I need. That would be the book. You don't need to write out that you need pencil and paper or crayons or whatever. You don't need to write all that out. But you do need to write out what have they done then do this activity. So they're going to have read the book, or I'm going to have read the book to them. We probably have discussed the book, and now they're going to draw this picture. How are they going to do it? What's their degree? Here it's independently. I'm not going to say draw 8 out of 10 descriptions of you, or that what you look like. Or I can't say if we're at 20%. I can say independently, or I could say with the assistance of the teacher, or I could give a percentage if it was that type of objective, but it isn't. This one is not. So I'm going to have them do it independently. How will I know if they mastered? If they can actually draw the picture of themselves independently and not have me or another student help them do that, then I know they have mastered this. The reason we write instructional objectives is so that we can see how successful students are in our instruction, how they have mastered it. And if they don't master the objective, then we need to reteach. Sometimes that's a piece that teachers have a struggle with because they don't know when to do that. If they try to reteach it for those students who do need it, who haven't mastered it, they have to find a time in their day. Sometimes they do it in recess and they just let kids know it's not a punishment. Just come on in, we're going to do something fun together. And kids sometimes like to be with a teacher anyway, so they'll be okay as long as they don't miss every single recess. You might do it during quiet time in the day, or you might do it at the end of the day. If you have some free time at the end of the day, students can certainly be called back in a small group and work with you then as well. You're going to write your objective, and then you're going to add it to this Dropbox. The next activity is to evaluate the artistic quality of a picture book. So you're going to take a look at what our textbook in Chapter 3 says about artistic quality. The authors there identify picture book quality using the picture book, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the School Bus. I have added that video here so you can listen to that story if you do not know it. It's by Mo Williams. This video, the book, and the information from the chapter you're going to take a look at, and then you're going to complete the artistic quality of picture books worksheet that's attached to this item. So it's right here. You will discuss the artistic quality of the book with your literacy circle. Now you have so you won't do it in your literacy circle. You will actually do it independently. You can talk about it in your literacy circle if you like, of course, but you'll do this independently. Now, if you notice in the worksheet, when you look at the worksheet here, you'll see that there is spaces for 3 books. You only need to write about the artistic quality of 1 book. But if you want to write 2 or 3, the artistic quality of 3 books, you will get extra credit. If you do 2 or 3, you'll receive extra credit. Then you're going to take a look at Children's Literature Awards. And every January, they just issued the awards out this past January for 2024. Each year in January, awards are given in several categories for children's literature. Using the information in Chapter 3 again, and on the internet, you're going to research 5 children's literature awards. You're going to select 2 books, include an image awarded for that award, and why that book received the award. Now, there won't be 2 books most likely for 2024. You may not even find 2024 information, but you can pick any years before that. Post that information in the Dropbox below. Then you're going to take a look at evaluating quality picture books. Before we looked at the artistic quality of books, now you're going to look at the overall quality of a picture book. So I want you to view this video here, evaluating quality picture books. Locate a picture book. It can be the one you're using in your objective. It can be one you're using in your literacy circle. That's up to you. But you're going to locate a picture book and identify the quality of the picture book by the criteria as presented in our textbook and in this video. Create a 1-page document with the information to evaluate the picture book. Make sure you include an image of the book or a video of the book, the title, the author, the illustrator. State the criteria why the book does or does not meet the criteria to be considered as a quality picture book. And you're going to post this document in our Dropbox below as well. This week in your literacy circle, you're going to discuss your first book, which is your Caldecott book. One member of the group volunteers to be the leader for the discussion. Make sure you select a leader each week for the following week's discussion who will come prepared with questions to be discussed. Please post your Caldecott posting in the Reader's Response blog. And you may use this link to post your posting this week. You can click right on here and it goes right to the Dropbox, and you can post the link to your blog in that Dropbox. Some reminders. Your challenge banned book will be discussed next week in Literacy Circle, week 3, and your movie trailer or QR code are due next week. So please don't wait on that. Check out that information, and you can find that right here. This will take you right to that major assignment, and it will show you the description, the Dropbox to put that in, and how you're going to go about doing that. And that's it for this week. If you have questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can always talk to your Literacy Circle Group 2 about this and people in there as well if you have questions. Otherwise, I'll see you in line and I'll see you in Literacy Circle. Have a great week.